Welcome to the PolyPhen-2 tutorial series brought to you by the Genomic Education team at the Jackson Laboratory. This short video will describe the information contained in a PolyPhen-2 results report. This PolyPhen-2 report shows the results for your query examining a variant in the human protein taste receptor type 2 member 38, which is abbreviated TAS2R38, and which I will refer to as taster. The variant results in an amino acid change from isoleucine to valine at amino acid number 296 in the taster protein sequence. The PolyPhen-2 report contains 3 sections: query, results, and details. The query section displays information about the protein from your query submission. The first column displays the protein accession number from the UniProt KD database, which is labeled protein ACC. For human taster, the protein accession number is P59533. The next column contains the position of the variant, which in this case is amino acid number 296 in the protein sequence. The next 2 columns display the reference and variant amino acids, labeled AA1 and AA2 respectively. For this variant, the reference amino acid is isoleucine, abbreviated I, and the variant amino acid is valine, abbreviated V. The last column contains some additional details describing the protein. Below the query section is the results section. The results section displays the results of the variant effect prediction models. PolyPhen-2 uses 2 different models to make variant effect predictions. Variant effect predictions are predictions about whether the amino acid substitution described in the query will have an effect on the protein's function. The 2 models used by PolyPhen-2 are HumDiv and HumVar. These 2 models were trained using different datasets and each have slightly different applications. HumDiv is best used to evaluate rare variants involved in complex disease, whereas HumVar is best used for diagnostics of Mendelian diseases. For more information about the differences between these 2 models and applications for each, refer to PolyPhen-2's documentation. By default, only the HumDiv prediction is displayed. To also view the HumVar prediction, click the plus sign next to the HumVar label. Both HumDiv and HumVar produce predictions as a score which falls between 0 and 1. The results for both models display as color gradient bars that represent the possible prediction scores. High scores represent a high probability that the variant will affect protein function. Low scores represent a low probability that the variant will affect protein function. A vertical black bar represents the score for the variant in your query. If there is insufficient data about your protein of interest, PolyPhen-2 will not provide a prediction score and will report the HumDiv and HumVar results as unknown. Locate the short description above the graph for each model. The description includes both the numerical probability score and a category. For this taster variant, HumDiv calculated a score of 0.747, and HumVar calculated a score of 0.759. PolyPhen-2 divides all variant effect prediction scores into 3 categories: benign, possibly damaging, and probably damaging. A result of benign indicates that the variant is not likely to affect protein function. A result of possibly damaging indicates that the variant may affect protein function. A result of probably damaging indicates that the variant is likely to affect protein function. For this taster variant, both models predicted that the variant is possibly damaging, indicating that the variant may affect protein function. The results also include sensitivity and specificity scores, which are measures of the confidence associated with these predictions. Generally, a higher score represents higher confidence. For more information about the sensitivity and specificity scores, refer to PolyPhen-2's documentation. Finally, the details section is below the results section. The details section of the PolyPhen-2 report contains additional information about the protein. Click the plus sign next to multiple sequence alignment to open the first information tab. The multiple sequence alignment tab shows the alignment of 75 amino acids near the variant position in your protein of interest with similar proteins from other species. The top sequence labeled query is from your protein of interest. The variant amino acid is highlighted with a black box. The aligned sequences are listed underneath your query sequence. To find out more about any of the aligned sequences, click the sequence name to the left of the sequence. This will bring you to the relevant UniProt KB entry for that sequence. To learn more about UniProt KB, check out our UniProt tutorial series. Navigating back to the results page, the final part of the details section contains a visualization of the 3D structure of your protein of interest, if that 3D structure is known and is available in the database that PolyPhen-2 references, which is called the Protein Data Bank, or PDB. Click the plus sign next to 3D visualization to open the information tab. For taster, there is no 3D visualization available in the Protein Data Bank, so PolyPhen-2 does not display a 3D protein structure in this section. Thank you for listening. To learn more about how to use PolyPhen-2, refer to other videos in this tutorial series. For other resources from Jack's Genomic Education, find us on our website.